Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we are going to be looking at how to cut and sew a jumpsuit. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe, like, comment, and share my videos. I'll be showing you the steps to follow and how to cut your jumpsuit, what is going to be an off-shoulder jumpsuit. Please watch and like, comment to help grow my channel. Please, God bless you as you do so. Let's go to the curtains. To begin, I'll be making use of this stretchy fabric. I'm supposed to be marking on this fabric, but because this fabric, if I mark on it, you won't see it. So I have to mark on this paper, then cut on the fabric. We're going to be cutting and sewing at the same time. I'm going to be marking on the paper because if I mark it, you won't see my marking, so I'll mark it. Let's start. The length of the jumpsuit I'm working with is 52, but because it's an off-shoulder jumpsuit, I'm going to take away 4. To get my 52. So my 52 is here. To begin with, I'm going to mark out 3 inches. At the center, I'm going to mark out 3 inches. Where my crush is going to be, I'm going to mark out 3 inches. Ready to connect. I marked out 3 inches from the middle part, and from here, I'm going to take my bust measurement. That is the length of my bust. From this -4, the bust measurement is 10.5. For the waistline is 16. The hip line, to get the hip line, we are going to take 9 inches from the waist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 25 inches. Some do have 26, some 25. One in this case is 25. And from here, that is the hip line. I'm going to get the crush depth. The crush depth, you're going to sit on a surface. To get the crush depth, because it's a jumpsuit, you're going to sit on a surface, on a flat surface, then measure from your waist to the sitting position. And this one gave me 13. I will add 1 inch to it. I will take 14. From the waist, you mark your crush depth. And from this crush, I'm going to take the thigh measurement. And to take the thigh measurement is always 3 inches below the crush line. This is the crush line. I'm going to take 3 inches, 1, 2, 3, to get the thigh. 3 inches to get the tie. This is the tie. The belly. And to get the knee, the knee measurement I'm working with is 37. You measure from your shoulder to your knee. Get your knee measurement, that's 7. This is my knee measurement. I will label it knee. And the full length. This is the full length, which is 52. That is the ankle, the hemline. The ankle. I'm going to rule the lines. First point. This is the waistline. This is the hip. This is the cross line. This is the thigh line. This is the knee line. And the ankle point. And this line here is going to be my starting point. This is going to be my starting point. Because it's an off shoulder, I'm going to measure my round shoulder. Take your round shoulder measurement. The round shoulder measurement I'm working with is 43. When you divide it by 4, it's going to give me 10.5. I will impute 10.5 here. This is my chest line. Chest line. The first measurement I'm working with is 36. When I divide it by 4, to give me 9, I will keep 9 here. On the waist circumference I'm working with is 28. When I divide it by 4, it will give me 7. Then on the hip I'm working with is 40. When I divide it by 40, when I divide it by 4, it's going to give me 10. I will impute it here. On my crouch, whatever I have here, what I have here on my hip is 10. I'll bring it down to my crouch. So, then to take the crouch, we have so many ways of getting this crouch. You can divide your hip by 20. You can divide your hip by 20, or you can use your thigh measurement. The thigh measurement I'm working with here is 24. When I divide it by 2, it will give me 12. It will give me 12. So this is going to be my crouch extension. This is going to be my crouch extension. I'll connect it to the hip. In my curve ruler, I'll connect it. So this becomes my crouch extension. This becomes my crouch extension. I'm going to add 1 inch to it. I'll add 1 inch to it. Your thigh divided by 2 plus 1 inch. I added 1 inch to it, to my crouch line. I will connect before I continue. I'm not adding sewing allowance to this because the fabric I'm working with is a stretchy fabric, so I'm not adding any sewing allowance to it because I'm working with a stretchy fabric. Use my hand. And before I get my tie and my knee, I'm going to get the middle of this. I'm going to get the middle of this. The middle, what I have is 6.5. This is going to be my middle. From this crush line, I will extend it to the ankle line. The tie measurement I'm working with, to impute my tie, the tie measurement I'm working with is 24. When I divide 24 by 2, it's going to give me 12. It's going to give me 12. So on both sides, I'm going to impute 6 here and impute 6 here. I will impute 6 on this side. Then I will impute 6 on this side. On my knee, the knee circumference I'm working with is 18. When I divide it by 2, it's going to give me 9. On this place, on the middle of this place, I'll impute 4.5. And here, I will impute 4.5. For the ankle I'm working with is 13. When I divide it by 2, it's going to give me 6.5. 6.5. That's 6.5. I'm going to place 6.5. Okay. Place 3.5 here. And this side I'll place 3.5. I'll connect it. Disregard this one. This is my ankle. Disregard these ones. This is my ankle. And my knee. I won't be adding any sewing allowance on this because I'm working with a stretchy fabric. So I won't be adding any allowance. I'm working with a stretchy fabric. If you're not working with a stretchy fabric, you can add your allowances, maybe 2 inches allowance. But since I'm working with a stretchy fabric, I'm going to cut it the way it is. Now let's cut. After cutting, this is what I have. With this, I'm going to use it to cut on the fabric. I'll just fold my fabric and place my pattern to cut. Place my pattern to cut. Now I'm going to cut. I'm going to notch the knee line so that when I'm joining, to the back, I'll know where the knee is. I'll just notch it. With this front, I'm going to use it to cut the back, but I will extend the cross line by 2 inches. I will extend the cross line by 2 inches. Let's cut the back. To cut the back parts, I've extended the cross line by 2 inches. The cross line by 2 inches. Now I'm going to cut. This is the back. And from here, I'm going to get my armhole opening. I'm going to take 2 inches. From here, I will take 2 inches where I will insert the, we're going to stitch here. Where I will, see it's not marking, I'm going to use marker 2. This is going to be my, where I will insert the elastic, and from here I will take my arm opening. My arm opening is going to be 6 inches. So this is going to be my arm opening. 6 inches. I'll mark the same thing in the front. Now I'm going to take it to the machine. I will join the front part with 1/2 inch. I will join the front part. I will sew it. Join the front part with 1/2 inch. The same with the back one. The same with the front and the back. Let me join it and show you. I've finished joining the front. I've finished joining the 2 pieces together. I'm going to place it on top of each other. I'm going to place it on top of each other. I'm going to join it by the sides. First of all, I'm going to join the crouch line. I'm going to join the crouch. I'll join the crouch. I'll join it at the crouch. Then join the legs and the sides. Let me join it and show you. I've finished joining it by the sides. The 6 inches I left for the arm opening, I'm going to fold this. I'm going to fold it. Then here on the chest line, I'm going to fold it, then insert the elastic of my round shoulder measurement. I'm going to deduct 2 inches from the elastic, then insert it into this place. Let me do it and show you. I've finished sewing it and inserted the elastic. This is the end of our tutorial. Please, if you have not subscribe to my channel and comment. Please like and share my video. For this down part, I'm going to fold it. Please subscribe and put on your notification bell because I post sewing, cutting and sewing videos every week. Please subscribe. See you next time. Thank you very much.